What is going on, everybody? Brent Abel here, goldballhunting.com. That young buck over there, the great Jeff Jacklich. And apparently, this is a big day for the podcast because in this episode, Jeff is he's got a big surprise he's going to lay on us. So guys, hang in there throughout this entire podcast. I don't know what it is. It's going to be something exciting. So the big question is this: how are tennis players like us who never played in the tour, weren't incredible juniors, or maybe got a late start to the game, how do we consistently compete at our highest skill level without having to grind through endless hours of on-court practice time and still be in the hunt for victory match after match? That is the question, and Gold Ball Hunting gives you the answers by helping you eliminate your skill level range so that you build a strong foundation of confidence. My name is Brent Abel, and along with my biz partner, Jeff Jacklich, welcome to Gold Ball Hunting. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us again. Another episode of the Gold Ball Hunting podcast. Again, Brent Abel here. That guy is Jeff Jacklich over there. And before we get into Jeff's big announcement today, couple of things. Number one is Jeff and I are still offering a free coaching call. It is private. It's free. 10, 12, 15 minutes, whatever we need to do to get the three of us together, kind of knock our heads together and find out what's kind of that one thing that's going on with your game. It could be one of four categories, Jeff. It could be in technique, could be tactics, could be physical, or it could be the old brainstem back here, the old mental part of the game. Kind of an important deal. Anyway, the way to get on that phone call, if you're not already on our email list, is just go over to goldballhunting.com, drop in the first name, your email address, click the button, and you'll get access to our online calendar scheduler where you can cherry pick a date and time that works best for you. The other thing we've got for you over there when you sign up is a free private video that Jeff and I recorded months ago about how to reduce your skill level range, something that's never talked about in the tennis world. Because most of the players out there are not playing these things and are not playing enough tournaments to know that enough tournaments or league matches to know that hey, one day you go out there and you play great, the next day you go out there and you absolutely suck. And
don't tell me what you really think.
Well, not that I've had that thing before many times. But that's your skill level range. One day great and the next day not good. And really where the way we build confidence into our day-to-day tennis, whether it's singles or doubles, whether it's matches, whether it's drilling, whether it's practice, is you got to bring the bottom of that range up to the top. And I think too often what happens, Jeff, is players try to go, well, I got this range, let's see if I can take the whole thing up, and it doesn't work that way. So when you get signed up over at goldballhunting.com, you'll get access to that free private video. So, Jeff, I got up early this morning. Here it is in Steamboat. We're leaving this morning, but in anticipation of me leaving, and not me leaving, but in anticipation of what your big announcement is today, I couldn't sleep last night, man. I kept waking up going, God, what's he going to lay on me?
Pins and needles.
Yes.
Pins and needles.
I mean, here it is, episode number 288, and wow, yeah. This is awesome. So, dude, the stage is all yours. What's going on?
Well, I've decided to follow the philosophy of my mug here, which is, always be yourself. Unless you can be Roger Federer, then always be Roger Federer. So I'm going to be Roger Federer from now on. No,
okay. Okay.
It's a choice.
Whatever you want to do.
Wake up in the morning,
it's
right?
all perception, right? It's all perception. How do you want to? How do you want to respond to life? I'll take it.
Okay, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I identify as Roger Federer.
That's right.
Anyway,
I've seen him do it on TV, and it doesn't look that hard. Why can't I do it?
Hard. The little flicky backhand look away from deep in the back, backhand ad corner roller winner.
The guy's approaching with just this heat-seeking missile. It's actually kind of chipping off paint off the line,
right.
And Roger goes over there and just kind of flicks it roller cross court. Yeah.
All right. So what's the announcement? Okay. So today is Monday.
Yo.
right?
October 28th, 2019.
October 28th. So today is day one as I prepare for the Wilson. January is going to be a heavy month for us down there in the desert. We got a lot going on, and I'm playing Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm
Which
currently
is kind of that last week of January.
Right. It's a Category 2 senior national that plays like a Category 1.
Big time tournament.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
But it's
great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm scheduled right now to play men's doubles and mixed. And mixed is a Category 1 at this event. So it is the mixed at the Wilson is a gold ball event.
Good. Who do you got for men's dubs?
Mark Nicholson, the great Mark.
I'm glad you guys are out of my age group. That's good.
Nikki and I played tour ball together, played a lot of men's open ball in NorCal, and just one of those partners that you click with. He is my brother from another mother.
Awesome.
So anyway, we always have a great time on the court, and that's part of the joy of playing this game is who do you want to play with and who do you have a blast with while you're in the midst of battle, right?
That's right.
But
you playing the Wilson's not the big announcement. It's got to be something bigger than that.
No. The announcement is that every day.
Hold on. Let me get a pen. Because I'm going to make sure that you're committed to something every day. Go ahead.
Exactly, which is why I'm using this format to help me train to get better.
Okay.
To be prepared for this event, because this is like a big deal. Because this is also going to be my first tournament in the 60s.
That's right.
So I'm moving up, and so I want to when I walk in, I want to be ready to go. I want to put the hurt and make something great happen.
So you've got about 2.5 months.
Right.
To really lay it out there in terms of. So all right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be letting you know every day. I'll let Gold Ballers know what I did that day.
Okay.
So whether it's gym work, court work, whatever it might be. I've got a regular 20-minute routine on the stationary bike. I've got my shoulder work I'm going to be doing. So anyway, I'm going to be chronicling how my prep for the Wilson.
Well, look, I think that's outstanding, and it really does put your feet to the fire if you're making this commitment now, and I feel a little sorry for the dudes in the 60s next year. It's going to be kind of fun to watch. So if you're in the 60s and you're thinking about playing tournaments, my suggestion would be, hey, if you're in any age group, whatever Jeff does for the next 2.5 months, do the same thing he said that he did the day before.
Just be one day behind me, right?
Yeah, I'll be one day behind you. But that will, I know you well enough that you're not one of these dudes that's going to go do the Jerry Rice, run up this hill for like 2 hours. It's not like this is going to be craziness, but it's going to be a really dedicated, committed.
It's going to be a building, a crescendo to end up down there in Palm Springs and ready to roll. Cool. So it's not going to be we're going to get it all done in one day.
So how are you? Well, look, this is awesome. How are we going to logistically? So when we record our podcast episodes, there are times when we are recording like there might be where we're recording a few days out in advance. Do you have a program already? Do you already know what you're doing from day to day? So if we do like 3 episode recordings where you actually haven't done the stuff. So
it just got complicated.
Or we could do something different where literally, maybe this is something that you could do too, on Facebook or something like that. Where, well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, look, you know how to do a live recording over at YouTube, right?
Right.
So maybe what you ought to be doing too, in addition to the episode recording, is every day getting on there for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever it is, and just say, all right, here's what I did, guys. Who's with me? And look, I hope this fires up, like I said before, and anyone in any age group to maybe just go, well, this is easy. This is a no-brainer. Now I don't have to think about what to do. Now I've got a guy who's one of the top players in the country in his age group, and all I have to do is do what this guy does. So, wow.
And it's not going to be some, there's not going to be, the magic move, or this is going to be really basic stuff.
Yeah.
It's just going to be dedicated to doing it every day.
Right.
And that, there is some equipment that I use that is specific to shoulder rehab and that kind of stuff. But it's not, you don't need to use, the brand that I use. You can just get bands and do it your own way, so it is about being able to, find your own path in this. Well, like what's going to work for you, what can you stick with that looks reasonable to you? We've got to push this thing along in a manner that's actually doable.
Yeah. Right.
Rather than reaching for, just unattainable expectations. So as I'm mapping my own course out, it's really about, these small incremental things that I do every day. I'm going to be doing every day. That will move the meter. That will move the meter systematically up the.
Well, okay. So everyone's probably thinking what I'm thinking is, well, you've committed to start today. Today's Monday, October 28th. What are you doing today, Jeff?
Well, okay. So I use a system for my shoulder work called crossover symmetry.
Okay.
And you can go crossoversymmetry.com and check out that package. It's a great package. It's not unaffordable, but it is all about the shoulder work, scapula, all of that, and it's a fantastic. Basically, it's 8 exercises that are so doable, and you can do it in about 15 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
15 to 20 minutes a day. I will probably this first week do it once a day. The second week I'll be doing it at least twice a day, if not 3 times a day. And then it'll be a regular thing that I'm just cranking on every day, basically. Because this has to be where it needs to be, like big time.
Yeah. Okay.
For the serve to improve and just wear and tear.
Right.
To be able to play, anticipating if I'm playing 2 events, there is going to be a point where I'm going to be 3 days in a row of 2 matches a day. You know what I mean? So the wear and tear is going to be heavy, and I need to make sure the shoulders are capable of handling the workload, so that's number one, is going to be the shoulder work. I like to use a Bosu ball, which is the half ball, to do training for my knees, which is, the stability factor. The Bosu ball is just great for that. So I do a lot of lunge work on the Bosu at first, just my own body weight. And then I add, light dumbbells to it, to increase, the
degree of difficulty, yes.
Degree of difficulty,
yeah.
Right. I'm toying with adding, not the first day, but adding down the road some jump rope. Once I feel my shoulders are in a place where that's doable. Stationary bike, a 20-minute routine on that, and that'll be like probably 4 days a week, 5 days a week. That was great when when I got here and I saw the recumbent stationary in the office. I went, "Yay! Here we go!"
That's right.
I really love using the recumbent stationary because it engages the core the whole time. So this 20-minute routine is scaling up and scaling down. And once I get going, maybe we can post that. I'll go through that and post my routine.
Cool. All right.
On YouTube or something. So that's a basic kind of a first start, with that. And then
what about nutrition? Anything that you're going to be doing along with the physical stuff? Any kind of nutritional stuff that you're going to add or you're going to take away, or anything like that?
I tend to eat a pretty clean diet, a general diet as well. I don't eat fast food. I don't eat, canned products or processed food, very little, if any, as much as you can stay away from it.
Good.
I'm not going to have to make any major adjustments there.
Yeah.
I eat a pretty basic, a couple scrambled eggs in the morning. I make an omelet. That's kind of my routine. 2 eggs, sliced fresh veggies, some sort of protein, chicken or nitrate free, like a Del sausage or something. I mean, whatever. Most of it's pretty clean.
Good.
And so that's a morning. I tend not to eat a big lunch and then dinner. Sometimes, a lot of times, my dinner is like a head of romaine and fresh veggies on top, and then a protein on top of it. It's really simple,
right?
But that helps keep the body process moving well.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
And at the same time, it makes it very easy to manage my weight. I know I don't gain weight really rapidly or, dramatically at all, but I know that when I'm fit and around 168 pounds, I feel like I'm fast. I feel like I'm dangerous at that point.
Good.
When I hit 172 on the weight scale, that's when I start to feel sluggish. I don't sleep well. I just feel and no one else knows it. I mean, they look at me and go, "Jeff, you're in great shape," and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's great. But at about 172, I just don't feel physically like my body's working efficiently. It just feels inefficient. It feels like bogged down. And that 4-pound difference for me is just
it doesn't really matter what the number is. It's more mental than anything else. I mean, you go out there and you're going, I don't feel either that I've prepared the way that I do, and everyone's different, right? Everyone's got a certain number in terms of weight, or everyone's got a certain feeling in terms of body, in terms of being fit and being nimble and being quick and all that stuff. And I'm the same way. If I could just be a few pounds, and all of a sudden I just feel sluggish, and I might still have the same quickness and speed and endurance, but feeling-wise, which is mental, I just don't have the same level of confidence. So, what are you doing? And then tennis-wise, what are you going to be doing on the court?
Well, I know there's Fridays I'm going to be hitting with a group of guys down here locally that have a little group on Fridays around noon. So that's going to become a regular thing, I believe. Some of my clients I get to actually hit balls with, so that's going to be part of it too. And then locally, I'll have a connection with some of the top juniors to be able to start, rallying and playing some sets. So,
good.
So in general, it's like that. I tend not to worry so much about the tennis side of it at the front end when I'm doing the conditioning part.
Right.
And then as I get into December, then I'll start really adding the tennis aspect of it. Will go fast because I know when I'm feeling fit, the timing and everything seems to come back very quickly, and so I don't overly stress on that part of it, on the tennis side of it.
You're not going to play singles. You're going to play 2 doubles events.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, no singles.
Good. Okay. Well, Jeff, this is great, man, and I think again, I think for any of you guys, gals listening out there, if you're a tournament player, and if you're going to play any of the tournaments in the desert, or maybe you're in the East Coast, you're going to play the Florida things on the clay, I wowould highly recommend that you follow Jeff's journey here and that you copy what he does. And like he said before, you don't have to do exactly the same things, because for you it might be beneficial either not to do the exact same thing, but to do something that that can kind of help you.
What can you do?
Yeah.
So this is I don't know anybody's physical restrictions or anything like that. So this isn't a do exactly what I do, but find something in these areas, because the things I'm going to be targeting are simply the things I know that need to be able to carry the workload.
Yeah,
for
that's great.
A week's event.
Well, look, I mean, you made a big time commitment to the world, and that's cool. And now everyone's gonna be holding your feet to the fire.
Yeah.
And so I think to to really follow Jeff's journey is that if you're going to do a YouTube live, or maybe just record something on the phone and just upload it to the YouTube channel on that day, but I think that would be the best thing, guys. If you're listening to the iTunes version of our podcast, my recommendation is that you go over to YouTube, you search for our YouTube channel over there, Gold Ball Hunting. You get subscribed, and at any time a new video is uploaded, whether it's one of the podcast episodes or it's one of Jeff's daily, here's what I did today.
Right.
And, whether it's going to be a recorded video or whether it's going to be a live version, guys, get over there and get subscribed to the Gold Ball Hunting YouTube channel. I'm assuming you'll be doing some Facebook stuff as well.
Yep.
So if you're not already one of Jeff's friends, go over to Facebook and ask Jeff to be a buddy, to be a friend. It's under Jeff Jacklich, Jacklich. And by the way, I got an email from one of our subscribers at Gold Ball Hunting. Completely butchered your last name. It was like, it was like, dude, you got to add a syllable. You got to add a vowel in there. There's got to be at least one vowel, right? It's not like he's from,
So I went from being Italian to Russian, just like that, right?
It was like Polish. It was more like Polish, I think. It was like maybe there was an I. No, I think it was a Y. I don't know what it was, but anyway. So,
well, in all disclosure, but the last name is actually Austrian, but it's primarily Italian blood. So
okay, all right. Well, that's good. That's good. All right, guys. So, this is cool. This is a great announcement. I hope it really inspires you guys, fires you up to get out there and think about fitness and how it just such an integral part of becoming a better player and winning more matches. That's really what we get down to, is that if, we always talk about technique, we always talk about tactic strategies, we talk about the mental part, that's great. But the physical part is really the foundation for those three other things. You can have the greatest technique, but my gosh, if you can't actually move over to the ball and create the spacing you want, then all the technique is bye-bye, right? Tactics. If you can't actually get over that ball where the next ball should go over there and then you should move to the next best score position, okay, tactics, bye-bye. And then the mental part is that, for me, the mental part is so dependent on fitness. I can't lie to myself if I'm out there feeling like crap I can't do enough selling on myself to say, it's okay, man, you're fine, you're cool, and the other voice is going, hey, way to go for the last month in terms of the, not moving away from the feedback and sitting in front of you watching Tennis Channel all day. Well done, man. That's great.
Yeah. Way to go.
So, all right, guys. Well, listen. Again, coaching call. If you want some help, if you really want some help, again, a free private coaching call, 10, 12, 15 minutes. If there's any part of the fitness component of winning more matches that you want to talk about, let's jump on a phone. Let's jump on a cell phone and we'll do it privately. It's free. Go to goldballhunting.com, drop in your first name and email address, click the button, and you'll get access to our online calendar scheduler where you can cherry pick a date and time that works best for you. Same thing, if you're already on our email list and any email you get from us, there's a section of that email that says free private coaching call. There's the link. Push it, click it. Boom. All right, guys. Jeff, what do we want the fine folks to do right now?
Like us, share us, please subscribe. Let us know what you think down below. iTunes and Stitcher, rate and review. Goldballhunting.com. Spread the word.
Bumsky. Guys, get out there today wherever you are. Help someone else have a great day. Jeff, could be incredible tomorrow. I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm sure it'll be cool.
Can't wait.